I mean, I think his uncle died like 10 years before the Unabomber was even a thing. So this whole thing is a little bit bizarre. And if this were Joe Biden, I think you would be screaming from the rooftops right now.
Well, Joe Biden said his uncle was eaten by cannibals. So I guess we'll have to compare uncle stories.
There's that too. Absolutely. Talk to me about it. Why is that more concerning than what has happened this week? He didn't even remember appointing his own Fed chair.
Here's my view of the medical situation of this president versus the last one. This president has a doctor who is issuing very transparent letters about this president's health. Okay. The former president has a doctor who's taking the Fifth Amendment before Congress right now because he doesn't want to answer questions about it. I've been around him. I have detected nothing. I've seen nothing but a man conducting 6 meetings at the same time.
You sound like Joe Biden's aides who said, "I've been around him."
Yeah. And I'm not taking the Fifth Amendment in front of Congress.
I'm just saying that by your own metric, if this were Joe Biden, and perhaps it was when he said his uncle
was working 20 hours a day.
He does
hours of press conferences every day. Abby, are you saying Donald Trump is not visible as president, and it's anywhere comparable to Biden's hiding for 4 years?
I'm not saying any of those things. I'm just asking why he didn't remember that he appointed the Fed chair in 2017 and stood in the Rose Garden with him and appointed him. Why didn't he remember that?
I think this might be the most fun nothing burger I've seen in a while.
Oh, yeah?
You have transparency from the White House saying that there's an issue, and here it is. Thank goodness we've got that back, number one. Number two, no one's having to lie on his behalf and cover it up. They're not having to plan meetings around certain times when he's cognitive and then give him a nap time in the middle of the day and saying he works 4 hours a day. Donald Trump literally works 10, 12, 15, 18, 20 hours a day, constantly flying all over the place. There are days
20 hours a day.
Yes, there have
20
days
hours
when
a day.
That many hours.
There's Kool-Aid on the side of your. Are you serious?
He tweets all night long. Do you not see it?
Look, what has been
all of those things are kind of irrelevant to the
central
question.
What has been clear throughout the time that we have seen him on the public stage is this is not the most intelligent person we have. This is not the best analyst of information.
You may not like
he does not have a lot of information at his fingertips as far as things that he knows. So if there is a cognitive problem,
you ever met him?
I actually have met him. I met him at the White House court. Actually,
did you converse with him about anything?
Yes, I met him at the White House court.
Like Joe Biden or nowhere to go?
Okay.
That's the truth. That's who the president was, and they're all taking the Fifth because they all covered it up.
You're going to be surprised.
That's a much bigger story.
You're going to be surprised what I'm going to say here. Here's what I'm going to say. I'm going to say that I don't think it's anything new that Donald Trump has occasionally made some gaffes when he has said things. I do think it's concerning that he does not remember appointing Jerome Powell to the Fed. But I think when he gets up there sometimes on the stage and starts meandering and telling these stories that don't necessarily meet up at the end, like he's been doing that for a long time. So I don't know that this is anything that's different. What I do think is slightly unusual is that they actually put out a statement addressing the swelling that he has in his legs.
Transparency.
But they have not always done that. They have not always been forthcoming about his health. So I thought that was a little amazing.
Win. That's really important.
He supposedly got shot in the ear. We never heard from his doctors on that.
Did you say supposedly?
When did we hear from his doctors? When did we hear from his doctors?
Hold on. If y'all stop screaming at the table, maybe I can actually respond.
Supposedly.
Hold on.
Supposedly.
Okay.
That's where we are now.
Hold on a second. Teray, he was shot in the ear.
Thank you for clearing that up.
All right.
But would you hear from the doctors? We would always hear from his doctors.
Did we hear from his doctors? Did we hear from his doctors?
Is this really your argument?
I mean,
Scott, did we hear from his doctors?
I mean, all I know is I went to the Republican National Convention and he had
a
bandage on his ear.
All right.
He had blood on his face. Where did it come from?
Hold on a second.
Thank you for being
why are we?
Gentlemen,
thank you.
Teray, gentlemen, just 1 second. I think this is like a total off the. This is not really what we're talking about.